Hello everybody, Camelia here. Welcome back to a new Patrones Magazine flip through. Today we are going to take a look at Patrones 461. So as you can see on the cover already, we'll get today dresses for fall, and I would say that we get some really interesting patterns in this issue. Of course, as I always say with Patrones, please make a trial before you are starting to use your own good fabric, because you never know. Especially in these cases where we have really, look at this dress, we have really, how should I say, special patterns, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So let's start. Here you can see an overview of the patterns. We get also some children's patterns, of course, in this issue. You can see them here. And the pattern from the catwalk is going to be this green dress. And here we get some really special, well, at least there are two, and a really fancy top. And again, we are going to see that Patrones is doing its own things. And when you want to see nice details about the garment, well, you cannot see them because, the pictures are not there. But let's take a look. First, we have this dress here. And as I said earlier, or in other videos, these days I'm watching the Patrones more as an inspiration for details and stuff like that. I cannot really remember. Well, my last try at the Patrones pattern was a really big disaster. But I always take good inspiration and nice, ideas from of details from their garments. So here we have this really cool looking dress, and you can see it a little bit closer here in the technical drawing. There are a lot of seams, very interesting, and here at the bottom, my pen is not really working. You can see here is a pleated detail on the skirt added at the back, and it's coming a little bit to the front. I wonder how the pockets are, if they are really stitched onto the garment, but I think from what I can see here, they are actually, as you can see, loose, at least at the bottom. So again, you can take details away, I think, and just make it your own. It's a really pretty design. I really like the upper part, although it's a little bit high. But I think, if you find this really high, you can definitely bring this color a little bit lower. All right. So this is dress number 1. Then we have on the left velvet blazer. I don't have a lot of words to say about it. It's a velvet blazer. Velvet is something apparently that is coming in fashion these days. It's a trend. And here we have this really cool dress. And let's see. Well, we don't get another picture of it, but you do get a technical drawing, so you can see it here. Yeah. Let's take a look at the pattern pieces of this dress. Where is it? Where is the dress? The dress is here. Well, you cannot really see a lot, but you can see actually, I need to move my button here. You can see actually that the dress is lined with some stretch lining, tricot lining or something. It must be something stretchy, as also the dress is made in a stretch velvet. I cannot really see the detail, but I suppose you have some gathering happening on the shoulder and also here on the waist here. And if we take a look at the dress here, you can see here, and it's also this actually the lining is sewn, and I think it's acting at one layer together with the outer fabric, and then you are finishing the neckline with facings. So now I'm just going to go back in my app, and I'm going to do it really slowly because my app took a while before it wanted to get open. So we are here at the velvet dress. I'm not going to say anything about the styling, whatever. Let's go on with the patterns. Then we have the shirt dress here on the right, where the model is just sitting down. It's just so stupid, I mean. Oops. It's a really simple shirt dress. I have not a lot to say about it. I think it's a nice detail here. The sleeve, as you can see, it has a deep cuff with with some pleats. It's really a basic standard shirt dress with a hidden button closure. Then we have the dress here on the right, the green dress, and definitely this reminds me of one of the simplicity patterns. I think I made one like this. I will say this one is also lined, the pattern is also lined, but you can definitely make, because in the simplicity pattern that I made a while ago, actually the neckline there, it was finished with just a little facing, and then you can catch the facing on the shoulder seams, and then you don't really need to line the whole dress. It's really not necessary. But I think the main thing is in this pattern you need to find the correct size, because otherwise these gathers are going to pull from here, and you see that your shoulder seam is going to want to go to the front, or I made this as a top, so I'm not sure how dress will work, but you must not make it really really tight, because otherwise you are going to get a lot of pulling that is not looking really flattering. Here they used also jersey fabric, and you definitely need to use something with a nice stretch. Then we have here a dress, another shirt dress, with a pleated skirt, and not so much to say about it. It has a nice detail here on the sleeve, where the sleeve is in three parts, where in two parts, and then at the lower part you have also these really really deep cuffs. Next on the left we have, I don't know why this looks to me really really similar. I think definitely the coat, and I think the dress too. Maybe if you know these patterns from an earlier Patrones, please put in the comments here, because I find it really annoying when I cannot remember. But the coat is really really nice. It has a cut on hood, so the hood, let's go here. You can see it here a little bit. The hood is cut in one piece with the front panel, and of course with the facing. I think this is a nice easy coat. It's unlined, as you can see here. I'm always watching at the pictures here. You can see the hem of the coat on the inside. So the coat is unlined, but of course the hood itself is lined, because it's going in one piece with the facing of the coat. So that's nice. It's a really nice coat. Very easy to make actually. And you can see here also, let's see, to take away my pen, you can see also the inside of the coat here. You can see the pocket, which is just simply serged, and the edge of the facing, which you can use some nice bias binding or something like that to make it a little bit fancier. Also actually you can also bound the edge of the hem, so you'll not see the serger stitches if you don't like those, and you have a nice finishing touch on the inside. Then of course we have the dress here, this red wrap dress, which has some nice pleats, as you can see here on the side. And I think that facing is stitched on the outside, this finishing of the neckline. Let's see here. It has also a nice little collar. The only thing that is worrying me is this this wrap slit of the skirt. I mean, you really don't want to walk with this if it's a little bit windy outside. Although I think this could be really easily fixable, as you could draw this one a little bit deeper. And I am not, I'm just going to go to the dress. Oh, oops, let's see. Just going to go to the dress pattern, and you'll see what I mean. Here you can see the pieces how they are. Number 3 is of course the underlapping of the skirt, and I think that you could easily, I don't know how much, one second, I don't know how much this part here is going on the inside, but from from Designer Stitch in their latest pattern release from the Mila dress, actually she has there something really really cool, where you can come with your skirt piece only, or in this case you have to to just draw it on the pattern, and this will go all the way to the side. Let's see, here you'll go all the way to the side, and if you don't want to have that the bodice is going all the way, you can let's see, I don't have a I'll take my pen away. You can definitely just stop here with the neckline and then finish this little piece of the rest of the skirt with a little bit of bias binding and add your inside ties here. So your neckline will stop at a better place, let's say, but your skirt can go all the way to the side seam on the underlap. Okay, let's go back to the red dress. Where's the red dress? Here. So the dress has also some pleats in the back, as you can see here on this girl. And I think it has also a sleeve with a placket or something. It's really hard to see in these pictures. Then we have a simple coat, the red coat here. It's a nice coat, you know, the fabric is going to be the main detail in this coat. Nice easy coat, but we are going to take a better look at dress number 10, which this girl is wearing here, which is a really pretty dress. It's a cut-on style, so batwing style, how it's called. So the sleeves are actually cut on with the front and cut on with the back. You have a seam here on the outside of your arm, and on the, let's see, and here is a little bit of ruching happening. And I'm going to try to move this to a better picture. Let's see, here you can see the ruching. Or it's just pleating, I'm not sure what it is. Might be pleating, might be ruching, but you have a little bit of gathering there. The back, as you can see, it's really pretty also. It's the skirt is very fitted on the upper part, and you have a nice slit here, which is getting close with a button. And here you have a zipper, and the skirt has another zipper also. I don't know why they did that. You could definitely just put one long zipper, I think. Maybe it's just a detail that I don't understand. Next pattern 11 is a tweed jacket, really simple one. Not so much to say about it. You can play with trims or with your fabric. But then we have this really cool top 11, which is really interesting actually. And this one has only 3 pieces, 3 pattern pieces. The finishing of the neckline is a cut-on facing for the front and the back. And the back piece has actually, it has this piece here cut on, and then the as you can see, her left side is getting fitted through a hole, and then you have the lower part here of the top, which is another pattern piece, something like this, and the back is just simple, plain, nothing exciting happening there. So that's a really interesting top. It's a really pity that we don't get a much better picture of that. I mean, it's such a shame. Then we have also a standard or a classic pair of jeans here on this girl. So this is also a pattern number 13. Well, not so much to say about it. It's made to be, or at least here, the text is saying that it's used with a stretch cotton, so it will be great for stretch denims. Then we have a really pretty jacket here. This coat is just amazing. It's so beautiful. It has some really nice seams, as you can see. Also in the lower part of the coat is just amazing. It's fully lined with nice pockets. It's just really, really beautiful. Then also we get also the dress which this girl is wearing, with a nice big deep V neckline here in the back and some ruching on the sides of the dress. And this one is made in elastic, in crepe with stretch crepe. It has some, as you can see here, I'm going to change my pen because my pen is red. It has also shoulder pads. Well, the shoulder pads with the dress, combination with the shoulder pads of the coat, you'll have really, really strong shoulders. What we have next? Next we have another tweed jacket. Or, you know, similar looking, because this one is made in, I don't know what kind, this is a cotton, I'm not sure what kind of cotton. But of course you can make it with any kind of fabric. It's the same style as the tweed jacket from earlier. And we also get this really pretty dress with pleated skirt. I think you can definitely use also fabric that is not pleated. Really nice. with all these trims here around the neckline and a wrap style, and also around the waistband. Very pretty. Next, we have a really simple dress here, dress number 18. They made it here in a, I think it's a kind of a crepe chiffon, something like that. It's really easy, flowy. I don't think it's a really pleated dress, although it's looking like a wrap dress. But I really like the styling here. And also, I wonder, is this the same coat from earlier? Let's take a look. This is what does. This one has also those seams. Cannot remember. I cannot imagine that they used really two different patterns, but they are so similar. Oh, actually, it's another coat, but they look so much alike. Ooh, I wonder why you should put two almost identical coats. This is definitely another coat, right? Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, why? This one is nonetheless is really beautiful also. All right. Although I think if I'm watching here, maybe because of the model, but I have the feeling that this one is a little bit wider in the shoulders than the other one. But still, the designs are almost the same. Then we have a really easy poncho here, pattern number 21. Of course, that's something really, really easy to make. I really love the dress though, with all the tiers here, 1, 2, 3, and all the gathering is really nice. And I really like this accentuated, this way of accentuating all the seams with some trim, and also here meeting at the front. Really beautiful. Here you have actually the 2 rows of the trim. With the neck band here, this little collar sitting really nicely on the neck, very beautiful. Oh, I like this one a lot. What do we have next? Next we have a pair of pants made in wool. I don't have a lot to say about these pants. They look a little bit, I don't know, with some pleats in the front. We have this little blouse here, which of course they did a lot of things with it, put a sweater in it and stuff like that. I really think Patrones should put more accent on presenting the garments, and I do like it as an inspiration, but again, you really want to see what you want to make. I mean, here we have this pants, which we see only the half of them. It's really stupid. I don't know how wide they are on the lower part. Let's see. You get a tutorial for the blouse, and I think also for one of the coats. The blouse is really pretty actually. There's some pleats of gathers. Well, actually, if you are watching here this girl, they are actually gathers. Here they do look like pleats, but they are gathers on the shoulder with some ties hanging from coming from the neckline. It's a pretty simple blouse. Another coat. This one is an oversized style. It's really easy to make. I think this one, you have all those seams that you have in the other coats. You skip those. Some welt pockets. Very pretty. Then we have a pair of pants in one of those faux leathers that we see already in all the magazines and everywhere. Also fabric I did see in a few places. It's not so expensive. If that's your thing, here you have a really nice pair of pants for that. And another coat, I really don't get it. Why we get so many? I mean, these ones, they are almost the same. This one is made in a pattern 27, is made in a faux fur. Ooh, I can imagine wearing this and patting myself the whole time. Of course, for a fabric like this, there are almost no details. I don't know if are there pockets. Yes, I think the pockets they are on the inseams, on the side seams, of course. And then we have here some really interesting dresses with long sleeves, apparently. First one is this one here, and I'm going to bring it a little bit closer. As you can see, let's see, my pen wants to work. We can see here that actually this is the front, and then you get here 2 shoulder pieces, and the sleeve is getting gathered to this shoulder piece. And then the rest of the dress actually is a little bit boxy, but you have all this detail here. Here they used a crepe, and they give as, oh, that's crazy. Well, this is a tencel denim. They give also as an another option for the fabric. Then we have on the right the purple dress here, which I really love. I really love this dress. I think that this one is made in a wool, and I think all these little seams here, you have here seams, here also, just beautiful. I really love the color also. Well, in this case they have here this color here, and I don't know if is sewn onto the dress, but you can definitely just finish the dress with facing, and if you really want to have this little faux leather color, you can definitely make it separate and then just put it on, you know, on your under, or you know, that is looking like it's attached to your dress. But if you are not attaching it, then it's going to, you can have different looks, let's say. Then we have a really interesting sleeve here. I never seen something like this, so I found this really interesting. Actually here this is a circle of fabric, and the whole sleeve is getting gathered here. And this is the effect you're getting. It's really interesting. For the rest, the dress is really, really simple, but these sleeves are really remarkable. I never seen a sleeve like this. Very, very interesting. And this one is made, let's see. This one is made also in a jersey fabric. I'm not a big fan of dress number 31. It's looking like it's a lot going on. It has these sleeves are really they're really huge. It's really a lot of fabric. And then you have an extra layer of this pleated fabric that is getting you know, on the attached. I think it's just a piece of pleated fabric sewn into this ribbon here, and then you are putting that on. But it's a lot of it looks like it's a lot of fabric in this dress. All right, what we have more? Then we are at the bigger sizes, and here we get the plus sizes. We get a shirt dress, very basic again. This is really, really basic. Here you have even a standard closure in the front with buttons. I have completely nothing to say about this one. Nothing. I'm sorry. We don't get a coat. We don't get the coat. Wow. Okay, no coat. I'm sorry. We do get this blouse. It's a really simple blouse and a really simple bias cut skirt. Well, that's it. Just lame, really. Then we get the children's patterns. We have a parka, a pair of designer pants for kids, a little dress. Well, I don't have a lot to say about these ones. A little denim shirt and a pair of pants. What is here more? Another little dress. This one is really pretty. I really love that fabric. And that's it. So, as I said in this issue, there are some really interesting patterns, and not necessary that I'm going to make them. But you know, let's see. The sleeves on pattern number 30, they are really spectacular. I think I'll make only trace the sleeve and see how that's looking, and maybe use it on another pattern. That's really interesting. Maybe only on a top. Very nice. Also, the top of this dress is looking really interesting. I think you should be careful not to use something with a lot of body, because otherwise you have it really, you have all those gathers of the sleeve there puffing out. Again, this one here is also a nice pattern. I have a top from another brand. It's looking nice. And this is also something to try. Let's see, which pattern was that? Pattern number 12. That top is really, really interesting. And yeah, those coats are really amazing. So coat number 14. And we have, of course, the really similar, which is coat number 19. But again, if we are watching here just a little bit, I think the coat number 19 has a little bit wider shoulders if we were to compare with number 14. And I think I like number 14 more. The purple wool dress, really beautiful. I can already see myself wearing that in the fall. And I think that's it. What is really interesting in my eyes. And of course, if you look for, if you want a really easy to make and to wear coat, I think coat number 7 is definitely one to be put it on the list. So this was it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my video. Put your comments here under. I really love to hear your opinions and ideas about the patterns in Patrones. Take care, everyone. Bye.